watch the sunrise and hear birds sing. I smile and think of that kind of thing. Who knows what my hope will bring when winter turns to spring? I'll feel the sun shine on my face. Dark days will all be erased. It's just my hope of destiny. But who knows what my hope will bring to me when winter turns to spring. It's kind of weird because I wrote the lyrics to that song kind of as a just metaphor, and I thought it was nice. But then going back and re-listening, thinking, okay, how do I transition from that song into what I really want to show you guys today? So we all go through winters, and winters do turn to spring. I had to stop and come back because I completely lost it there. I feel like we all have had a long winter. Winters do turn to spring. I guess when I was working on this video, I was going through a long winter. And one thing that helped me get out of it was baby steps. Baby steps to the car. Baby steps to the elevator. So I'll explain more as we go along, but we got to start this out right. My name is Chelsea Robson. I write custom songs about your original love story. But when I'm not doing that, this time I am going to be conquering a little bit of interior design, which is not something I'm very good at or haven't been very good at. But, in conquering my winter, this seemed to be and has been the start of a lot of those baby steps to move through that and into spring. I do actually have to say a little bit more as far as where this all comes from. So in August of last year, I read a book called Remembering Wholeness by Carol Tuttle, and I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. And I went in and I basically bought all of her books because I got so much out of it. And after that, I went into her next one, which was It's Just My Nature, which honestly, if you look at the cover and also the first chapter or so, it's just like hard to get through. But once you get past that point, then it's full of really great information, and it mostly focuses on personality types. And I know what a lot of people think because I have read many personality books, and most of them have like 4 qualities or 4 types of people, and it's just interesting to kind of see how they associate them with, other things that are around us. Well, she goes in and associates them with 4 elements, meaning earth, wind, water, and heart. No, fire. Let's fix this. If it were just that, I'd be like, oh, great, it's another personality book. But this one specifically talked about your environment and your interior decorating, as well as the clothes that you wear and the styles that you wear. She really goes in and talks about how your personality and even your body and the way your features are formed, it's because they vibrate on a dominant energy type. I looked around and I was realizing, first off, that some of my major qualities I had been hiding and pushing under the rug, so to speak, since I was like 6 years old. And I went back in my mind and remembered the exact moment when I basically changed and shifted, and I was able to kind of face that. And all of the things that she was suggesting were things that I was very uncomfortable with. And as I was realizing that, I was like, well, no wonder I'm really uncomfortable with this, is because I've been fighting it since I was 6 years old, because I thought that, this, and this. And so I decided to give it a try. And I started with just changing my clothing style, changing a few things. But I felt like the thing that I needed to change the most was my environment. I spend most of my time in my bedroom. Half of it is my office, half of it is my bed. And so I knew that I needed to really make a change. And every time I would look around, I would see these beige walls, and everything about what I was presenting and all of the colors and everything that I put out was definitely leaning into a different type of the kind of person that I felt I should be, as opposed to the person that I am. Also, I'm going to be showing you my room at this time, and wow, is it a mess. Wow. Granted, I had been traveling for months at a time, and so it was just kind of like everywhere. But all of that to say, well, yeah, of course you're depressed. This is what you're living in. So let's jump into this. All right, once again, please don't judge. But as you can see, I've got this blue, I've got all the beige. Oh, I hate the beige. And these frames are all things that I had just picked up along the way. They weren't things that I had really tried at, because I was never really good. Like, I never felt like I knew what my style was or what I liked. It was just kind of like whatever. And so I just kind of threw stuff up. And yeah, it looks like it. Not a good look, Chelsea. Not a good look. But it's okay. The first things first is I really wanted to focus on the two things that I liked. First off was this bag. This bag was given to me by my mother when she went to Peru, and I loved the pink. I love the bright colors and just how it popped against the white. And I just would look at this bag and I would think, it feels so good. And I also wanted to be able to use this lantern. This lantern was actually used on the stage at the Rock and R Ranch my entire life, and so it just has that emotional connection. But I also just think it leans a lot into my kind of upbringing and who I am, because once again, that's my life. And so I went to the Pinterest and I decided to keep looking for Peruvian things and Peruvian colors and see where that rabbit hole took me. And I'm telling you, it took me down a rabbit hole, as Pinterest does. It led me first to this picture. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? Look at those colors, and they're all just the deeper, richer colors. But this one, oh my goodness, I don't think any picture of a room filled my soul with more light than this picture. And I just love the industrial meets the natural, and it's just so bright and light, and I love it so much. So I decided, okay, I needed to go in and start with painting my room. And by painting, I was also thinking I need to get rid of this bedspread and the bed and this headboard. And I bought this spray paint and went through and I was very happy with the colors that it went. Also changed the light bulbs. Holy moly. Get out of those soft lights and into the daylight. I will never buy soft lights again.
Hello.
Okay, I need you to just watch this whole section with Marissa because she just laughs. And I love it.
This is fun.
It is fun.
You're pretty. No, you're pretty. Messy paint. Yep. Ah.
Oh. Okay. I'm done.
Yeah. Oh, no, oh, Mom, you're on video. Oh, drop the phone. Hello, darling. Huh? I mean, everyone. Ah!
Okay, keep going over here. It's so funny how Danny in the middle. Da, 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 da.
I think it's funny how that bit is the thing that most people remembered most.
Isn't that funny?
That bit and the Ghost Rider and the Gold Cannon.
Yeah. I have to move it too. We love painting. Yes, we do. And I love it.
I don't think you can have a bad day when that happens. So the reason why I have these these pictures up here, because those windows, this is just never ever ever put those kind of windows in your home. They are the worst, especially because these are facing on an east wall, so morning time comes, that sun rises and blinds you in the face. Not okay. So I have to put pictures over these because they're also so awkward. You can't do anything with them. Like, you can't hang shutters or blinds. It's just so whatever my design was, I knew I needed to have the two pictures there. But once again, stay away from those windows. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. This is partially of how it went. Look at that. The renter's beige against the white. Montana was so upset during this whole thing. All right, just for one last second, let's remember what this whole thing looks like. So, here is the final reveal. Yay! Oh my gosh. I cannot tell you how much the room has shifted everything about my being. Baby steps. All of the links will be in the description below because I highly recommend it, and it has been one of those things, one of those baby steps. It's not going to change your life in and of itself, but being able to use it as a way to find the steps that you need to take in order to get out of that winter is extremely important and is something that is very manageable. It's achievable. And as long as you know that, you know, the other part is like getting food and all of that like in check, because eating the right stuff will do wonders for your overall well-being. That's a discussion for a different day. I just wanted to start out with this. I had originally wanted to go through and show my bucket list, but I felt like this was something that was so important because there was a time where I was so depressed that I would look at it and it was just words on a page. But taking baby steps to come back and have feeling again was huge. Honestly, I think that is a miracle in and of itself. So I'm going to leave it with that. I do believe in miracles. Until next time, I'm Chelsea Robson.